Hey guys, it's almost springtime, feels like today. It's so nice. For the first time I'm with my gloves and my boots and I'm like, wow, it's really hot, huh? But you see this massive smoke right there going towards the mountain. That's what people do with their waste, garden waste. They just smoke the neighbors' laundry. They just love to do that. it's amazing. Hey, so I heard the story and I felt like I wanted to share with you. I don't know, the one or two people who check my whatever I vent on YouTube. I thought it was a really cool story. I follow this channel of this guy and his wife. They're really sweet people, Christian people who share scriptures and topics that are like a bit more like deep doctrine or like whatever they think it, on their opinion, is the science of the second coming, or things like that. So I like that kind of stuff. And it's very interesting. He shared the story that he read those books of this survivor kind of guy. He said he read those books in the 70s and 80s, so that's like a long time ago. But like, he said the name of the writer, but I don't remember it, sorry. I thought it was just the story was cool. So there was this guy and he had a friend. They were like best buddies, right? And the dad of this friend was a Native American, and from the Apache. And so he wanted to teach them how to hunt. And so according to the traditions of the Apache, you have to prepare yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually to go and do that. So it's not like you load your weapons in your truck and you just go with your gang. And no, you fast and you pray and you cleanse your body and you prepare your weapons, and you just have to be everything spiritually even prepared so that you can be grateful for what you get and what nature has prepared for you, right? So he taught them all that, and those two guys are so excited. The next day they're gonna go hunting with the dad. And so what was his name? Something Wolf. I don't remember. I just listened to that yesterday. I don't remember not the attacking wolf, but something like that, like the... Anyway, so I forgot, sorry. You know how they have those really cool names, really unique names? It reminds me of Dr. and Queen, the medicine woman, that I grew up watching. It was just amazing. I loved it. I loved to learn so much with together with that movie about the Native American culture. I'm just mesmerized. Their culture is amazing, and I love it. Anyways, so this father and his son and the friend, they go together in one morning, and then they see this deer going to the stream to drink water. And so the two boys, the young boys, are like really quiet and observing. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you that during the preparation, they were instructed certain things to do. And then what happens is they see the deer feeding, not feeding, but drinking water. And then the next thing they see is how the dad, the Apache guy, the wolf, forgot his name, he just gets up and shoots the deer dead, and starts cleaning up. There's no prayer said, there's no preparation like what they've been instructed, the boys. So they're like, they don't know what's going on. They're like, why he taught us so many things, but he just went and killed the deer, and now we're like cleaning up the guts and everything out and skin them out. And they just decided that they're not gonna say anything. And that hunter dad, he didn't say anything either. So pretty much it was like a quiet process of cleaning the animal and getting the meat out. And so at the end, when they went home with the deer meat, the boys couldn't resist it. They were like, so tell us, why well, why did you just go and kill the animal without all the preparation that you warned us about that we have to do? And he said to them, well, I have been following this particular deer for years now. I don't remember if he said specifically how many years, but probably more than 7, 8 years, maybe 10 years, I don't know. That particular deer would go every morning at a certain time to the stream and drink water and go back to the herd, and then so the dad would not touch him. He would just follow him and observe him for that long. And so he knew every movement and the timeline of the deer and the routine that he has created for so many years. And so he said it was easy to kill him. It was really easy because he knew. And so, the moral of the story is he basically told the two boys, his son and the friend, I don't want you to be like that. I don't want you to be like that. Don't be like that deer. Be a sound person, an active person, a person of not keeping the same routine, because when you start doing that, your focus is so much into the just looking straight forward that you forget to look on the sides for the predators. And so I thought that was a really, really cool way of saying, don't focus on like which as a mom, I see how it's very helpful for me to create a routine. And in that routine, especially with twins, you guys, you have to have a routine, otherwise you're gonna lose your mind. Seriously, you're gonna lose your mind. And I really do, because when that's like yesterday was a holiday, for example, and so the kids stayed home, and so that's like throwing off the routine, right? So the babies see their brothers and then they're just really happy, and they don't have to wake up. Anybody cannot wake up early, they just stay till like 8 in bed, and it's just so much fun, but throws out my routine out the door, because I know what time they eat breakfast, and then when I put them to nap and stuff like that. So it was fun to spend time together with the family, but it was, how the mom's routine is like. Every morning you know what's going to happen next and next and next, and around 10:30 I'll just take them out for a walk if the weather allows. If not, if it doesn't, just cruise around the house with them until they collapse and fall asleep, and then I feed them lunch, and like that. Like, this is my routine, right? And so when something else gets thrown off on that routine, and you go like, wow, wait, no, I have to do this and this, and kind of thing. If you're like me, like I'm like that. I don't really like surprises, and somebody drops a bomb to you about, by the way, this time and this time we have to be ready to go this time and this time, place in this place. I'm like, if you tell me ahead of time, I would work on it. But if it's like just last minute thing, I'm like, nah, I don't go and do things like that. But at least, I don't know, because I'm raising 5 kids, you just get into the routines. But main point is, it's good to spice it up a little bit sometimes, and learn new things, experience new things, go do something that makes you get out of your comfortable zone, which I think for men is much, much easier to do, because they don't feel entitled to be bonded in the house with the children. You know what I mean? It's like, basically, it's so much easier for the guy to get into his car and go to a meeting, go to some kind of event, meet new people. And what do you do when you have two little twins and you're in the middle of nowhere? Like, seriously, that's where we live in. And you don't have no friends, and you have twins in the house, and it's a pandemic on top of that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's I can see how getting into the deep and down, it's so much possible for people like in my situation, because there is no much to see up or on the side. There is nothing much to be offered, and so just getting out of the house for me, it's like yay kind of thing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna challenge myself and keep talking to you while I'm getting into this. Can you see it? Yeah, so I'm just gonna pull this stroller with my twinnies that are sleeping now, really cute, and I'm gonna try to get up there. Okay, I'll do that. Phew. I'll be out of breath though, sorry about that. So yeah, I've pushed this stroller before when it was with one kid, I believe, and one, maybe not the stroller, like the single stroller, and one in the carrier in front of me. But like I haven't tried this before. That's quite the workout actually. Also, I'm gonna do it slowly, and I'm gonna feel like a champ at the end of it. Okay, this is not even halfway yet. Okay, and nowadays I try at night too. No, in the evening before 6 o'clock, before sunset, try to grab one of the kids and go out for a walk around the neighborhood. And sometimes we come on this one, we try to climb it. Last time I went with my youngest of the 3 older kids, and we challenged ourselves to run this place up the hill. It's quite steep, and the stroller is heavy, but I believe that's a good workout. So I'll keep doing it. It's almost there. Almost there. You can see it's almost there. It's like when I started the 225 exercises, the first day is the worst. Second is not any better. I guess after the first week of pushing myself to my limits and above them, that's when it feels good. That's when I start feeling good. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Okay, I'm there. You can see it's beautiful. This is the shrine thingy. It's quiet and peaceful. And quite honestly, it's a place where, you get recharged. Okay, it's a bumpy road, so apologize for that. Okay, things are not blooming yet, but we're approaching middle of this month, so soon it will be spring. See those naked bushes now? Those get so many big flowers on them in June. They have this, it's called ajisai, the plant, and they have a whole festival about it here. And they dance here. The little kids from the nursery school, they dance too. There is the Chosa festival here, the thing that lots of men carry with big poles, and it's big as a house, and kids inside drum. It's huge. It was canceled last year. It's an October thing. Thankful for the harvest kind of dances, or go from house to house, get money, and drum around the neighborhood for 2 days non-stop in the weekend. Okay, it's good to catch up right now. I'll show you this really cool horse. It's like real size, made. You can see it over there. It's a very significant thing, I guess, in the local religion. Like, people make those statues of horses a lot, I've seen. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's like a real size horse. And here's like my boys grew up here, just walking on this thingy there, like a stage looking thingy. You can sit down and relax it. And up in the woods. There is like a little trail. You can go more up, but I can't go with a stroller now. So, but it's really, really cool, and it's covered with ajisai flower on both sides. They're like big bowls of blue, purple, pink. I mean, you can imagine, it's just amazing. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna use the slope now and just have a nice seat here. Oh, it's really nice. You can see down the town. It's pretty quiet here too. I like it. Sometimes I see other people just walking around here and just enjoying the nature. But yeah, this is how it looks like. It's always around the woods, and it smells good when it's the woods around us. Some of those trees are, oh, I don't even know, so old. Okay, I'm gonna stop them here. I hope you don't wake up. Oh, but it's good to sit down. Get my gloves off. It's hot. But yeah. So today the challenge is spice up your daily routine with something new. Like research something that you always wanted to know the answer of and you never had the time to do that. Or find something that interesting to watch. Or go in a place you always wanted to go. Who am I joking, you guys? That would sound very well for a guy, right? But for a lady with kids at home, I don't know. I just try as much as I can to have quality time with the kiddos and like create bonds, because I think this is what life is all about. You create bonds with people in relationships that are more important than, I don't know. But like, I do like to make friends with others. I really do. But like, to me, family comes first. That's been always my goal, and I think that is one of the hardest things to face, to see that your partner is not on the same page about that. It's like completely different focus, and that's hard. That's really hard, because to me, family means you get home and you just put your phone down and you have meaningful conversations with the kids and play with the babies, or jump in before like cutting the potatoes, cut the onions or something, like, just something that is fun. Not like 5 minutes, how are you babies, cute babies, and 5 minutes back with the phone. It's like, I don't get that. Speaking of that, today's topic is, I wrote it down so that I can kind of quote the guy specifically, because sometimes I like his wording. Okay, well, there are 10 things, and today is number 4, I believe. Today's number 4, more present. So number 1, so those are again, I'll start again. Those are the 10 things I wish I'd done more to protect my marriage. This guy wrote on Facebook because he probably had lots of friends coming to ask him for advice what they should do to not get into his point. And so he said, number 1, live more. Number 2, work out more. Number 3, speak her love language more. That takes time and effort, actually, to do. And number 4 is more present. He says, put my darn phone down. I always had people to talk to, sales to close, problems to solve. I wish I'd been better at putting my phone away and been more present at home with my kids and with my marriage. Pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? I find myself sometimes doing that on purpose as well. It's like I just grab my phone and start doing research or something, and just because I don't want to engage in conversation or anything like that, just because that's been the spouse choice for many years now. It's like, seriously, Facebook was reminding me a few months back of a video that I was taking of my youngest of the three boys. Like back then we had three boys only, and no idea that those two here will be, present in our lives. But so he was still a baby, like 1 or 2 year old. So that's like what, more than 6 years ago, I think. And then there's this video of the baby. Just, I don't remember what was he doing, but he was either dancing or like doing something cute. So I would take a video of him, and you can see the background, right? Like the room, and his brothers walking around, like too, rascaling around, and then there's the dad, and he's sitting on the couch with his phone. Or I think we had iPod Touch when we were still college students. So it was a phone. So that's like back how many years ago, and ever since, like I would have Facebook remind me of a picture or a video, and it will be the dad is always on the phone. And then I've also noticed many times we'll be in the mall, we'll be walking in the mall with the kiddos, and I will see young couples with like little ones, like little in a stroller or in a carrier, or playing in, like they have designated areas for the kids to play in the mall. So you take your shoes off and you just go and climb and play. And it will be the mom with the baby, or watching the baby, and it will be the dad there physically, but on his phone doing something. And it's not just one person. I'm not telling you about one person in one time. I'm telling you about multiple times, multiple places, all the time. And so I just, every time I look at a mom, I feel like, I feel for you. I know how you feel. I know what's like. Because those stupid games are more important than your family. It's like you don't want to miss a thing when you see your kids growing. And it's a sentiment. It's a lady's thing. It's a mom's thing. I don't know how to explain it in a better way. And it's just beautiful to see them growing. And it's like this moment is come and gone, and it's going to be just in your memory. And while the dads, they don't have this emotional affection. And my guy's up because the stroller is not moving. Okay, I'm gonna start moving the stroller, you guys, sorry. But here is just really pretty. I'm definitely starting to move the stroller so he's really sensitive, he wakes up. So it's just really interesting. I remember when I was working, when I started being an English teacher, and I would come home, and many times the boys will be home before me, and I'll just see them doing their homework in their room, where they have 3 desks each of them, and they'll do their homework. And or the oldest two, like I don't remember the youngest one. I'll pick him up from the nursery school, like at random. I'm talking random. I would come home, and I would remember saying hi everybody, and just like tired or cheerful, like wanted to share a story or something about the day. And all I see is the guy with the phone sitting there, and not even ungluing his eyes from the phone. It's just like, oh hi, or something like that. It was, or not even a hi. So that kind of attitude alone. So here you are, having your wife, a foreign wife, working in your country, dealing with all the crap she has to, whether she likes it or not, in your country, and you don't even say hi because your game or your phone is like more important. And so that one got me really ugly. I just got so angry and pissed, and just put down my stuff and went to talk to the boys in the kitchen. And when I was at school, I would have those like drawings. I would draw something that made my day funny at school, or like what the kids would say, or like gems like that. And I would draw, and I would put it on a blog. with the comment a little bit of it, and it was like Scrabbles, like little figures with the bubbles that they exchange, information. And so I would do that. And I remember I put that on Facebook because I was so pissed. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So never talked about that. Never resolved any of that. The guy with the phone, I guess, got pissed because I put that on Facebook, and I don't know if people commented or not. I don't really care. I don't really care. But yeah. So I think from then on, I just started feeling a lot of resentment inside of myself. I was like, look, Brianna, that's not what you deserve. I'm sorry. Your happiness also counts. You are a person as well. And if nobody else cares, too bad, because you have to. And so I just stopped caring. I just stopped communicating. I just became really resentful to anything and everything. And so, I have lots of stories, you guys. It's ugly. It's ugly and it's sad. It's really sad. I don't know to what point and to what extent you can handle your spouse doing that to you, but when it's been a constant for years, you probably should, or you probably would pack up and just go. But I actually think about the future of my kids, and honestly, I don't want them to go to junior high in this country or this particular school that they're supposed to be going after. But we'll see about that. Yeah, I've been staying for them here. So let's see. Yeah, I think to me, like at school, the policy was, when you go to the school as a teacher in the staff room, you just leave your phone there, and you don't really touch it until like probably lunchtime. And they would actually complain to the company that we're hired from at. They would complain to the company if they saw the ALT using the phone non-stop all the time. But they wouldn't also make this effort to come and talk to the ALT. They would just you'll be like this person at school where you just sit on your desk when you don't have classes, and you would assume things because nobody explains to you anything in any language really, and you are like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're like one of the pictures on the wall, really. And then they expect you not to touch your phone, plus you cannot have a computer, your own, or the school doesn't provide you with a laptop. Because, in previous years, ALTs went there and I don't know what they were doing, playing games on the computer all the time, I don't know, or going to inappropriate web pages, I don't know, you guys. But because of past experiences, we were always told those things are not allowed to us, and we cannot have access to the internet. We cannot print out stuff on our own unless you make a copy at home first, and then you make copies at school of worksheets or whatever pictures you're teaching about animals today. You print out those animals at home, and then small cards, 1 page, and then you go to the school and you print more according to how many kids you have in that class. So that's how it was, and that's how it is even now when I'm not there for the past year. So yeah, that's how it is. So you and then they expect you to not use your phone. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's how I talk to the other ALTs when my girlfriends from other, like, the neighboring schools, like, I'll be like, hey, what do you have for lunch today? Here's a picture of my lunch, it's gross, what is yours? It's like konnichiwa. Mine would be loaded of onions, and I don't like onions. I don't like cooked onions, you guys. That's my biggest wife. What the heck is wrong with you? I don't like cooked onions. I just like them only raw. Yeah, in some instances, not even in raw. It depends on what they're in. But yeah. Anyway, so we would exchange information. We'll ask each other, how are you doing? We'll plan something for the weekend if they want to come over to my house or something like that. And then I would be like, I don't know, researching something. Not studying Japanese for sure. I think my learning Japanese years are behind me in my university in Hawaii. That's what I think I had enough of that. So that's that. And also there's another thing, you guys. Think about, related to the, okay, I'm gonna make a big turn down now. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Okay. I guess they're just like really busy in those roads for whatever reason. Next to the shrine. Anyways, so there is this, I'm trying to, get from their point of view. Like, I'm trying to understand why in the world they're like that. And why is it okay to be like that? Like, why is it not disrespectful to be at home and be constantly on your phone? Is like, where do you draw the line, right? And then I'm thinking, in this culture, you have to be present for a lot of things, whether you like it or not. Volunteer work, meetings, you just have to be present in a lot of places for a lot of things. And so there is no me time in general, unless you go to the bathroom or eat your lunch quietly. But sometimes they don't even eat it quietly, they just talk a lot. But my point is, like, if you're in a culture where you have to be present constantly for everything, you don't have time to kind of like vent it out and just have to, you can be in a room with somebody talking at the point where you're like falling asleep. Yeah, a lot of people here fall asleep at any place, anywhere. It's like amazing to me. So I even had a vice principal standing in the back with me in the gym where the kids are made to sit down on the floor, on the gym floor, which is not really warm in the winter. Don't even remind me, guys. I was freezing, literally freezing, with my gloves in there and my jacket, and still trying to move my body. And those kids they just man up and they're just so used to it. I mean, even the little ones, the first graders, with little shorts and skirts. Oh my gosh. Just seeing that makes me hurt. But I would see this vice principal standing in the back where I usually stood or sat, and he'll be holding his file with lots of paper in it and like his pen, and he'll be just closing his eyes, and like suddenly he'll have like a kind of like a tilt here and there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is he falling asleep standing? No, seriously, that's not even funny. And so you have to be present for a lot of things, and sometimes your body capacity doesn't allow it, because you're just like, you can have only so much in your daily schedule. And so if you overdo that, well, no wonder there's supermarkets and everything is loaded with energy drinks, you guys. Some are based, some are like real chemical and sugar that makes you go like the zombie mode. But I don't use, and I don't like the idea or the creation of energy drinks. I don't think that's good for your body. I read a lot of people died from it. So not my personal choice, but I guess here you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. I mean, to make it work, right? For the benefit of everybody, for the group, for the team, for the benefit of the community and the school and the whatever. So I guess when you sit down to have 5 minutes, you just go on your phone and you start checking your phone. And then at home, there is no this pressure, right? There is no, you have to be actually present and alert and attentive, right? Like you cannot just you can just relax. That's like the place where you can be you, and you can, and so that's the time where you have to catch up with all the emails and all the text messages and all the, like, I had people where when I text them like around lunchtime, I get a response like at 11, almost midnight. I guess that's when they check their phone, or like all the messages from the day. I don't know. It's creepy, man. It's creepy. Anyways, and that's not like a person, say a CEO of a company. That's like a simple office worker in the staff room. I don't know. What the heck? And so I try to, make sense of like, why in the world you cannot really. But then it's like, what I'm asking is like, oh, you have to be alert and you have to be attentive. You have to listen to, my blah for the day, what I was dealing with, like wiping diapers, bumps, and changing diapers and feeding babies, and also we need this and we want that, and it's like it piles up and piles up and piles up, I guess, and it becomes to the point where, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. So the bathrooms for the guy in the house with the phone are like at the least 20 minutes, because when you go with your phone there, you forget what you actually went for in the bathroom, and you just sit there, probably enjoy the aroma as well, and you just sit there and play your game, so you can like feel good about yourself. Oh, I completed another level, or like, oh, this is so great. There's no way in 2 years I'm changing this phone, because if I change to a newer phone, I'm gonna lose all the results that I got in this game, right? It doesn't make any sense. So I was like wondering why he did that, but it makes complete sense to me now. Working on like those particular games for probably 4 years, it's worth, right? I just really hope nobody in our family uses money for those games, because I'll be out like right away. I tell my boys, if you do that, guys, seriously, you're out. It's your eye. I think that's complete stupidity, and just seriously. But yeah, so when there's no balance between life at home and life at work, and it's just you're over occupied at the workplace, and in our house particularly, the father works at night till 10 most nights, and because teaching English in Japan happens after kids are finished with school, right? That's how it is here. And so like in the schedule, okay, your husband is out in the morning and comes back at 5 or 6. That's not here. And so when the kids are home, he's gone, and it's just me with the 5 of them, and that's a huge burnout. And thankfully on Mondays they have piano, and Tuesdays and Fridays they go to martial arts for an hour and a half, and so I just stay with the 2. But then there's like loads of dishes in the sink, which sometimes I just give up on. Babies to bathe, things to do, futons to put down, put up in the morning, put down at night, put up in the morning. It's like, you're probably thinking, some of you probably thinking, oh, she has it easy. What are you complaining about? I'm not complaining, actually. I'm just venting. When it comes out, it just feels better. There is a difference between venting and complaining. Yeah, there is a difference. So, usually I have a lot of things in my mind, what I want to share, but then, the stream of thought carries another thought, and then just forget to mention what I wanted to mention. But that's okay. It's fine. I caught a cold because the other day we went somewhere with the babies, and it was cold outside, and it was really sunny, but it was cold. So I easily catch a cold nowadays. Immune system being, so that's why I'm taking faithfully my multivitamins, the ones that you can find in Costco. I think this is getting long, so I'll stop here, you guys. Sorry. And thank you for listening. Tomorrow we'll go with number 5, and we'll be halfway through. All right. Have a great day. Do something new, something, challenge yourself out of your comfort zone. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.